more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them. It's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the first crack at it in this one. It was the Bulldogs who chewed up the men in blue the last time they saw each other.
I mean, the Bulldogs went frying pan to the head of a proud Boise program and really asserted themselves. And then this is a rivalry. This is teams that play each other pretty consistently that usually have a lot of meaning on them.
There he goes! And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. First and 10 for the offense. They'll leave it with him. Makes one man miss.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Wolf. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Broncos with the first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wolf. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bulldogs offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point.
Turning it on! Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Got him downfield. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's a quick throw out to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw again. Flicks it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the running back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on 1st down from the 30. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Already find a hole in that secondary. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bronco! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down. 26.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. They've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, and the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Under fire. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is good. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there. And because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that
breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. They're going to run it. Nice move to pick up yardage. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Right on the money. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. On target.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. He'll start this drive firing. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Now, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Wolf. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it out quickly. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Wants to throw on first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Here's the handoff. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Hauls it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
16, Fresno State, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys and
turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football. All young receivers can learn from this guy right here. Come back to the ball and help your quarterback out.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Makes to grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. The Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
On the move, it's Duggan. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense are hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to take off. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Wolf.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes the catch. It's Wolf. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick release by the QB. Open space at the 25. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. And the Broncos are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the back. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now second and goal from the 9. Off play action. Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now third and goal from the 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Boise State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. A strike downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. The play action fake. That's caught. It's Wolf. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Running to Green. He has the first and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Broncos will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. Just weren't able to come down with that one.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped in the backfield. Lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Wolf. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Might be looking to run. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. Pulls it in and looking upfield. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. The give to the back. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll try it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The give to the back. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 20 over Texas. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air on second down. He's going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Makes the grab. It's Spillman. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. From the gun, running back on the move. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed